Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Pro Dota commentary done by Luminous. Today I'm casting Orange versus Mith-Trust, and this game is from the finals of a tournament held in India, I believe. And Orange on Sentinel, Mith-Trust on Scourge, and more importantly, this is a quote-unquote rematch of Orange versus Mith-Trust. These two teams recently had some history in that very exciting game that I casted. Do check that game out if you haven't watched it, and hopefully we're going to see a 5v5 game this time instead of 4v5. Anyways, this is an AP remix, so we got to talk about the heroes a bit. This map is, by the way, a 6.73C, so not the most recent map. But we see a Kunkka and a Witch Doctor. I'll talk about these two heroes in a bit, and of course they're going to be having a Furion, a Dragon Knight, and a Chen as well. Mith-Trust is going to play a very Mith-Trust-esque lineup here. A good mixture of gank and teamfight potential. The gankers are going to be the Shaker, the Ancient Aberration, the CK, teamfight, of course, Puck, alongside of that as well. And of course, the Kels is going to be playing the Carry Weaver. So, of course, this team is not going to do too much early on, and but they're going to explode back with a very strong mid-game potential. I want to talk about the Orange lineup here, because I really love what they got going on. First of all, they're playing Kunkka, right? We haven't seen this hero for a long time. And same thing with the Witch Doctor. I feel like these two heroes are very underrated, especially the Witch Doctor. He's a very strong support, and I feel like he's being underutilized at this point. But yes, we're going to see a tri-lane bot here with a Kunkka and Witch Doctor. DK is going to go mid. Furion most likely going to go solo top. And then we have Chen defensive jungling. The cool thing about this lineup here is got a lot of disable. We got a Witch Doctor cast that can bounce a couple times. You got a Torn that most likely will hit because of the cast. And you have the ability to go into X marks the spot. It's a very underutilized spell early on. But because you can have access into X marks the spot, you could kill very easily, like good solo silence. I'm talking about Queen of Pains. I'm talking about Priestess of the Mean. And also I'm talking about Puck here. You could just X him and go for a very easy kill, and then you could go for a push. Now, of course, these three are great pushers by their own right. I'm talking about Chen, Kunkka, and Witch Doctor. And you can see that Kunkka is going to be going for Ring of Protection. That is an indication that he's going to be upgrading into Perseus, and then provide that +2 armor aura for his team. Also, you gotta keep in mind that the Prophet can TP in any given moment's notice, and then pop off a couple of treants. So this tier 1 tower is pretty much dead. Like, the game haven't even started yet, but just judging from the fact that it's a Puck versus tri-lane bot, it's not gonna be nice for him. You can see that Chen also has a smoke of the seat, so he could actually pick up a big creep and then just go for this very standard backstab gank going this way. We've seen this gank a lot. So it's up to Mith-Trust to dominate the other lanes, like the top lane or the mid lane. And I do mean that they have to dominate hard because, well, the tower is going to be going down. I think we're going to see some sort of a roaming Shaker with the CK Ancient Aberration lane in the mid. And this lane is very strong in the sense that you could co-feed Reality Rift in, CK Bolt, and then you have the Ice Vortex on the ground throughout the whole time. So that's a lot of stun and damage duration. And then, of course, you have constant right-click damage from these two heroes. So whoever they're up against, which is Dragon Knight in this case, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble. He does have Dragon Blood and a lot of starting armor to work with, but the harassment from Ancient Aberration could actually do quite a number on him. Looks like Shaker is going to be roaming from top to mid to really get up the ganks here, and because of that, this Furion's got to be very careful. It's going to stay very far back. He did take Treant at level 1. I guess he could actually do a little bit of pull and get it back to his tower, but no, he's not actually trying right now. Double damage on the Weaver is going to allow him to get the entire first wave of creeps. Very good. Dragon Blood being skilled up at level 2, a defensive skill, but kind of what you expect here. And still DK, at least within the EXP range, being able to. Well, I think he's going to start to get denied a lot, but he's got to be very careful of the gank coming on the top. I don't know how CK took so much damage from creeps. CK versus creeps, and he has to tango up now. Shaker looking to get a gank off on the top lane. They did do some big damage to Winter, but he's got a lot of tango, so no problem there. We go back in the mid lane. DK's got to be very careful. We're going to see level 2. So this spell is ready to go. This combo is ready to go. Co-feed, Reality Rift, CK stun. The co-feed is going to tick in. He turns level 3 right now, gets some big HP. The tower not focusing on the Dragon Knight, but you see that combination did about 460 damage on that Ancient Aberration. So, or excuse me, on the DK. So big damage output. One more time they can do it, and then he's going to be out of restorative at that point. Looks like the Shaker is going to come around here to check for the 2-minute rune or go for a mid lane gank. He's going to wait for the rune to see what he got here. If it's an Invis, that's going to be very good. It is going to be... Ooh, X marks the spot here, level 2. I'll talk about that. It's going to be Illusion Rune. Not going to be setting up a gank here. Or he might. Let's see where the hell he's gonna go. Yeah, so X marks the spot is Kunkka's skill choice, and that goes back to exactly what I'm talking about. He probably got level 1 Torrent, 2 X marks the spot, and then of course in between the Witch Doctor casts, that puck has to stay back, and indeed he is level 1, no EXP, and he's gonna stay that way until the Sentinel team decides to go for a push. Whenever they want to go for a push, they could easily do it by killing off the puck, and then you know, Furion TPing in with Treants, and you know, go crazy. Crow being upgraded, where's that Shaker going? Shaker sending illusions everywhere, trying to juke out that Dragonite. Dragonite still has some good restorative, but unfortunately out of salve at this point. Shaker illusions being microed, okay. We might actually see a first blood attempt on the bot or on the mid lane. I gotta really keep my eyes closed out for this. Oh, here we go. We're gonna have Reality Rift, CK, and Fissure Stun just to make sure who's gonna pick the first blood. Looks like Labat gonna pick it up here with a right click, and then again, that's kind of what you expect. Meanwhile, the push is gonna be happening on the bot lane here. It looks like they are gonna send in the Kunkka, the Witch Doctor, and the Chen. You gotta keep in mind the Prophet can TP in any time they're gonna cast. Just scaring him away for right now, and of course the Ring of Protection being upgraded to Basilius, and that thing is providing +2 armor aura. Here comes the CK and the Shaker and the Ancient Aberration. They're gonna make a dive here. Shaker's gonna get a stun. Unfortunately, not on the Witch Doctor, so it's not gonna tick in here. We're gonna have a teleport in against the Ancient Aberration. He's gonna get X, and he's gonna go down right now. You know, Shaker and Puck trying to do as much damage as possible, but it's not gonna be enough. The next creep wave come, but the Treants are here as well. That's a level 3 Force of Nature being taken at level 5, so he's maxing it as he go along. In this case, this is the strategy of Mith-Trust. Take down that tier 1 tower on the bot lane very, very quickly. Teleportation comes back from the Ancient Aberration. They're going to try to set up another defense. Tower losing half health already. CK trying to come back from the bot lane, or go to the bot lane, but I think they're going to be fine. This Meat Wagon's going to go down as well. The Glaive Thrower. Yeah, you can see Mith-Trust just lined up perfectly. They waited for the Glaive Thrower, they waited for the Prophet to get level 5, and it all happened at once. Unfortunately, very, very good response here by Mith-Trust for the Shaker and Ancient Aberration, rotating the bot lane to making sure they defend that tower. I'm not too sure how long this tower is going to stay alive, but you know, they stay alive for long enough, and Puck getting to level 3 very, very quickly. But still, he's got to be careful of that X marks the spot, because Centaur can be come in. And did you have the smoke of the sea? Are they going to pop it right now? Looks like they are, and they might be actually heading to the mid lane, or maybe do a big swing around gank against the Puck on the bot. Oh, looks like we have a Reality Rift into a Dragon Tail. Okay. You stun me, I stun you, and here we go. The dive is going to be coming on the bot lane. This Puck is absolutely dead. Walk in with the X and a Torrent, and there's no way he's going to making out a complete chain stun. I think Maledict was casted as well. Now it was necessary. Looks like Extinct the Chen player picks up the kill here, and then the push continues. So well coordinated push, so well coordinated ganks. And good to see Kunkka being used offensively in a dual tri-lane like this, because not many other carry hero does provide that type of early game presence by taking X marks the spot. So Mushi doing somewhat different in terms of the skill build and making it work. The bot tower is going to be destroyed, and I wonder who's going to pick it up. It is going to be Kunkka. Nicely picked up here. We got DK on the mid lane. Yeah, it's just holding on to this lane. He's level 5 here, and it's going to be absolutely fine with 700 HP, 8 armor, and a bottle regen. And of course, he can be bottle crawling that as well. Shaker is going to come in and try to help out his tower again, but he's in a terrible position. He actually get caught off here, and he could, you know, be Taline's Finame on, if you know what I'm saying. Treant is going to scout him out, and here comes a Centaur as well. This Shaker, are they going to make a dive? Kunkka is in position. No, they're going to let the Shaker go. Very interesting choice. Kunkka, does he have mana? He did have mana for a X and a Torrent, I believe. Does it cost like 190? I don't play Kunkka a lot, so I apologize for not knowing that one. And Weaver is getting a lot of free farm on the top lane. We'll check creeps right now. Let's see. 6 minutes in, Weaver's got 28. That's very, very good. Well, that's about 5 minutes. That's decent enough. And then we have 27 on the CK, so not too bad as well. We got 20 on KYXY and 36. Yes, 36 on Mushi. That's 6 a minute. He's missing 2 creep per wave, and he's pushing like crazy. Phase boot is complete as well. He's got a tower as well. You got to keep in mind. So Kunkka is absolutely rich, and I wonder what Mushi's going to be buying. Aside from that, of course, the phase boot. Is he going to go for a crit right from the get-go? Is he going to go for low darts? Is he going to go for Vanguard first? A lot of options here when you're this rich like Mushi. Looks like Sentinel is going to be pushing on the mid lane, or at least putting some options, putting some heroes on the mid lane to have the option to push. Oh, looks like they're gonna make it go. 4-second stun. The cast is gonna be dropped off, but a very good stun here, and looks like the Dragon Knight is gonna go down. So despite having a very tank hero, he's gonna be going down very easily. Maledict was the skill of choice here for Witch Doctor. Very interesting to see that he did not go for Voodoo Restoration. I thought he will, considering that Voodoo Restoration could kill your creeps as you push as well, but gonna go for a little bit more offensive build. Always a good choice. Yeah. And Puck level 4 again. Gotta be very careful of the gank coming his way, considering that hey, there is a Furion. Could always threaten in with the push in. TP in, sorry. So yeah, I haven't casted Dota 1 game for a long while. Been casting Dota 2 most of the time. Of course, haven't forgot about you guys that been constantly asking for Dota 1 game. Unfortunately, not many Dota 1 replays has been uploaded, or not many good ones to say the least. Looks like we have a teleport in the mid lane. Furion not gonna get the sprout off, and Kunkka does have enough mana for Torn and Bolt. I do assume that the Torn is a level 1 or maybe level 2 at max, so it's not gonna do too much damage. Paralyzing cast just a level 2. Oh, he just turned level 4. He was really low level. And here comes the 5-man push. Dragon Knight is using that Elder Form. Looks like a teleport scroll coming in right now. 2-second stun going on the Dragon Knight, CK. The boat is going to be casted. The Weaver gets torn, but he's going to be absolutely fine. The boat hits absolutely nothing though. Ancient Aberration walking back as well. Somehow this tower being defended, drawing out a lot of ultimates being from the Sentinel squad. And yeah, Mith-Trust defending very well. Teleport scroll coming from the Weaver as well. I didn't think the Weaver should have TP in, considering that, well, he's not going to really do too much. But yeah, the sight of a 5th hero coming in, I guess, was scared him. CK grabs himself an invisibility rune, but he's going to be seen by this. Are we going to have Fissure Sun? Nice Fissure here. And Ice is going to go down for sure. Unfortunately, he really wanted D-War here. Meanwhile, Dragon is somehow pick up 1 kill. Are we going to have a Reality Rift? Yes, we are. Shaker coming off the stun. Stun on cooldown right now. Here comes Puck. He's going to get sent back. 4-second stun. And he's going to get sent back. Nicely done. Holy Persuasion. Very, very good spell. So 1-for-1 right here. Should have been 2-for-1. Puck comes in. He's gonna get gotta be careful, gotta be careful. He's gonna get X, gonna be in trouble. He's trying to go back, he's gonna get sent back in, and now Puck trying to run to the right side, but extinct Tesla Phase. He's gonna get a kill. It's gonna be on a killing spree. Ancient Apparition picks up his ultimate, and this is a grand old time to pick it up because they definitely need an Ancient Apparition. Ice Blast comes in, and that's gonna do big damage to everyone. Chen very, very low. And he actually can't really use this heal. Meanwhile, the Treants doing some big damage to the tower. Gotta focus on the Treants. These Treants might actually put the tower in deny range. Yeah, they're just not being micro. That tower is going to be in deny range. And they could deny it right now. In fact, they should. They really should against this pushing lineup. Go. 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 Get. Alright, don't deny. Maybe they'll deny it once the push is coming. But since the pushing distance is so small, like the Sentinel could actually just go on the high ground and the deny will be too slow. So I'm not sure whether that is the best of choice. You know, Kunkka picks up a Bracer. So this might be an indication of a Drums, a Django build, which is not bad at all on Kunkka. In fact, it does provide his team a lot of aura early on, in combination of the Chen's aura, which is, you know, very, very good. Looks like another gank attack. Oh, Fissure's gonna stun. The cast bouncing between heroes, and looks like he's gonna run out here. No stun here from the CK. Good cast and Dragon Tail being put up. And here comes a Tornado being micro here. And that's gonna go straight in. Are we gonna deny? Get the deny on the tower. Why no deny? Okay. Are they gonna use the tower to bait? Sense. This makes little. This makes none. I have no idea. And here come X Torn. They're gonna team fight over this Shaker defensive stun. Ancient Apparition Ice Blast comes in as well, and that's gonna weaken everyone. Is Puck gonna come in? I don't think so. The Fissure blocking off the offensive path of the Scourge as well. So defense from Mith-Trust decent enough. Still very confused why they didn't defend that. Deny the tower is what I'm trying to say. You know, Dragon Knight TP back on the top lane. Weaver is taking a lot of his skills into his Swarm, which is going to be a decent defensive spell in that nature. It looks like he's going to go for a Lincoln Sphere first. Not the worst item choice. Now, generally, I'm a big fan of going into Radiance. You know, 99 times out of 100, I'm saying, hey, go for the Radiance first. But in this game, I think he just needs the ability to run in and sustain damage. The Lincoln Sphere does help because you know that the Radiant size, Sentinel size is going to be pushing early and fast. So you want to be able to fight as soon as possible. And these small build up here on the Lincoln Sphere is not too bad. Is Lincoln's already finished? No, he's gonna go for a Magic Wand. Meanwhile, we have a Smoke of the Sea gank coming up on the top lane here. Pug not in position. And these guys team fight very decently with the cask and the bolt. They're gonna use the Dragon Knight to bait. And let's see Mith-Trust is going to fall for it. Indeed, they will. And looks like we're going to have a stun coming in. The fissure stun is going to be there as well. The cast is going to be right there. The heal coming in from the Chen. The big bolt that's going to hit the Shaker. Shaker in huge trouble. Oh, nice Dragon Breath on 2. Double kill being picked up immediately on the CK. And now looks like they're going to get yet another kill. And wow, Orange playing very nicely. That was a good bait. Also shows the understanding of Mith-Trust. They're saying, hey, Mith-Trust is a team that like to do smoke gank. We're going to send DK to bait. DK survived, got sent back here by the Holy Persuasion, and the push now continues. Summon the Tornado for a millisecond and then cancel it. Not the best micro from Extinct, but hey, they're going to get a top tier 1 tower. No problem there. And I think the tier 2 might be going down very quickly as well. And unfortunately, Weaver is still farming at this point. Let's see what he's got. He's got 700 gold. Unfortunately, that 700 gold is not going to get in any item. And a mixture of outpicked and outplayed so far is what I'm going to call it, because Mith-Trust in the back foot of things. Now, if they could make this game drag out to maybe 30 more minutes, 40 more minutes, then they would have the advantage, because Weaver is a very, very strong late game carry. But will the game last that long? We will see. Dragonite is going to be going for a Vanguard first for the extra HP. Arcane boots up on the Holy Knight. And it looks like the we're going to have an Urn being picked up on the Witch Doctor. So we have a lot of good healing in both the HP and the mana department. So a push can be sustained for a long, long time coming in from the Radiance. You know, I keep calling them Radiant, and that's why I cast for Dota 2 too much, which I'm sure you guys aren't the biggest fan of. And now Kunkka actually goes for a Ring of Health. I'm not too sure about this. I don't think he needs a Vanguard upgrade, nor does he really need a Battle Fury. Battle Fury isn't bad per se. I just think Django is just, you know, a little bit better. Ping going on the Crow. Okay. Alright, there's a Sobi Mask and an Urn. Do we need to ping that like crazy? Now it's not gonna... Okay. Very confused what the Crow is doing. Now CK does have an Urn himself, but he's trying to farm. In fact, right now Mith-Trust needs to gank, and that one gank didn't work too well. But they gotta keep up the pressure, because they're not that good. And in this stage of the game, they really gotta stop the momentum. If a 5v5 mid engagement happens over here, right now I'm gonna give it to the Sentinel, because they got more creeps. They get their stuns are just better in this case, and they get Hand of God, you know, massive heal. You know, here Yellow's gonna be keep on pushing on the bottom. Vanguard is finished. Gonna be going for Treads next, I presume. These guys gonna back off. Do we have a smoke? Where that smoke at? No smoke. Very unlikely. Very unlike Mith-Trust to just kind of walk around and do nothing. Dragonite pushing, but it's yet another bait. We'll see. KYXY staying his ground. He's got to be very careful. He will have to support Ancient Apparition comes in with his ultimate, and I think they're gonna make it go. Dream Coil gonna be used. There's a CK stun. Yeah, they should be able to bring him down. Waning Rift. Yeah, there is a Waning Rift and a Fissure stun to make sure they get the kill. Are they gonna get the kills? Dragonite finally. That took 4 or 5 heroes to do it. 4 at least. Meanwhile, the Weaver getting ganked upon on the top lane did live through that. Do we have detection on the Sentinel here? I don't. There's a Sentry Ward, and between X and a Sentry, that is probably the best ganking tool, the best detection tool against Weaver. So it's not too bad. You know, Scourge trying to get a push on the bot lane. You know, Sentinel pushing top. I think Sentinel is gonna get this tower a little bit quicker, considering that they do have way more DPS output. But as to say that, you know, this tower is very exposed at this point. No Ring of Basace on the Scourge squad. They're going to try to trade towers. This trade, of course, will favor the Sentinel, because they are taking a tier 2 for a tier 1. I wonder if they're going to turn back and defend this. CK is going to send in his illusion, maybe draw a couple stuns. If we draw X here, that would be pretty good. Nope, didn't draw anything. Hey, Ice Blast comes on the top lane. Fissure, are we going to have a Fissure? No. I would actually echo that, to be honest. I would completely echo that. Meanwhile, actually they just traded damage on the towers here. And they're gonna choose to defend a tier 2 tower. Well, not the biggest loss for either team, but I do believe the Sentinel is gonna keep on pushing. Indeed, they will. Yeah, they're gonna go in. Meanwhile, Weaver, he does have a teleport scroll, and you gotta keep in mind that he was maxing Swarm. Swarm is a very, very good spell against Chen creeps, because generally Chen's not gonna use Chen creeps to attack the bugs, and that means that you lose a lot of HP and armor very, very quickly. Looks like the Mith-Trust guys are very scattered. Ancient Apparition, Ice Blast comes in, and a Fissure. Unfortunately, didn't hit the heroes at all, so that's not going to be too helpful. Looks like the tower is going to get muscled down. Are we going to have a deny attempt? No, we're not. So another tower not being defended here. Uh-oh. Here comes a teleportation coming in. That is a Weaver. He's going to do it right now. Swarm? No Swarm. And Mith-Trust, I do believe... Uh-oh, Hand of God comes in right now. They're going to focus on the illusion. Dream Coil on the Kunkka. Kunkka in trouble, half HP. And Echo Slam from this... Oh, no mana here from the Shaker, doing the right click here. But very, very tanky from the Kunkka. Meanwhile, the fight goes on here. Looks like the Puck did get one kill. Kunkka in a little bit of trouble. Torrent, and it's going to hit two, trying to TP out. Didn't make it out alive here. Meanwhile, Dragon Knight pushing the racks on the bot lane. Got the tier 2 on the... and it's going to... Wow. It's going to draw a teleport scroll here and there. Very action-packed here. 7-6. Both teams team fighting like crazy. But Weaver is still very, very far away from anything. Yeah, 500 gold. Did he get something? Where's the courier? The courier is flying in. Lincoln Sphere finish? Just an ultimate warp, so 1,000 gold away. He is going to have his Lincoln Sphere before the next team fight. And that's very, very key. But at this point, right now, the Sentinel could actually just ignore the Weaver, because he doesn't do that much damage if you think about it. And the Lincoln Sphere does give you like 25 damage overall. But still, that's nothing to look, nothing to really pay close attention to, especially if you got double Vanguard. You saw the Kunkka and Dragon, or Kunkka in that case, he survived for a long, long time, despite being focused down by 3 or 4. So, never mind what I said about Vanguard not being the best choice. In fact, that was the item choice, as Mushi definitely knows what he's doing. CK trying to go for a BKB, I presume, can be a Sage, but BKB is just probably a safer item choice. Again, very tame as both teams gonna wait for the spells to cool down. Shaker is trying to pick up his arcane boots, waiting for that go. Is he gonna stand there? He's gonna stand there for like 10-20 seconds. Make sure they get arcane boots. They're gonna smoke up behind and look for a gank. But right now, the Sentinel are doing such a good job in terms of staying together. Tower is gonna get defended here by the Weaver. They're looking for some. They're looking for some. They know. Orange, yeah, they know what's up. This is a very tense moment. How do they know this? This is a sign of a good player. Good map awareness. Looks like Prophet is going to be going for a Necro Book to add more to the pushing power. Of course, when the blue minion popped to all those AoEs, well, Shaker or Puck might be taking some big damage. So that was a 100 gold down the drain, but more importantly, that was like good 30 to 40 seconds of 4 players on Scourge not farming at all. And meanwhile, these guys are farming. Now Prophet is going to be pushing with this Treants. Let's see Scourge to try to push the mid lane a little bit, because only DK's here to defend. In fact, if they could draw a couple of TP scroll from these guys, that wouldn't be too bad either. They could actually just come in and muscle down the tower. No, that's not what they're trying for. Orange decides to farm this game, or this stage of the game, and that actually might be a little bit troubling, because again, this is Mith-Trust's stage of shine. They're not getting too much EXP, nor are they getting too many ganks off. I guess that's why they're playing so defensive, which makes sense. You're not getting ganked, so hey, you are doing something correct. Against Mith-Trust, no less. Mith-Trust very, very good at ganking. Now, the other smoke coming the other way from Kunkka and the rest of the squad. Again, using Dragon Knight to bait. Dragon Knight is a very good hero to bait with, because he does have, Vanguard and Cloak and massive armor. Gonna pick up a double damage. This is time to go for tier 2, and I think they're doing it right now, yeah. With Corrosive, I don't think he has taken his level 2 Dragon Form yet. Level 2 Dragon Form does give you the splash, but unfortunately it does make you lose the corrosive damage. Yeah, he is the level 1 Dragon Form. Pops the DK, and then pops the DD rune. Here we go. Push continues. CK comes in right now, trying to... what is he trying to... They know that's a fake. Good read here. Now the push going in the mid lane here. DK's DD rune still up. Looks like no defense from Mith-Trust again. And Orange, their kids keep taking tower and tower. The kill count very similar, 7-6. But the big difference is that Orange keeping up all their tier 1 towers 21 minutes in the game, and Mith-Trust lost all their tier 1 and tier 2 towers. And I don't know how Mith-Trust being down by almost 8,000, 9,000 gold is going to come back. Six towers, and it's going to be about 8,000, 9,000 gold. So yeah, it's not looking too good, and these guys are going to be getting more and more items.
Under siege.
Furion's got Necro 1 finish. Dragon Knights. Still Vanguard. I'm sure they're rich. Yeah, 2k gold here on DK. 1,000 gold on the Kunga. I wonder what Kunga's got on the courier. I'm sure he's got more than 1,000. Mecha's gonna get picked up here by our Holy Knight. And then a tower to get denied here to Mith-Trust. Man, nothing's going right for Mith-Trust. And they're gonna try to set it right with the smoke gank. There's no bait on this time on this DK, and this DK is very gankable. Is he gonna go into secret shop? He's gonna try to run to the south. And here comes CK. He's gonna have the reality rift. He's trying to run in, He will find an immediate TP from one person. There's the reality rift. And then a dragon tail with a shaker gets it off the fissure. IA Blast comes in and they are gonna get the kill. Yep, 4 seconds stun. No Hand of God because he can't use it. Dream Code being used on the Chen. And this actually can be a comeback here. Chen's gonna go down as well. I believe, I hope. Hand of God being used. He's gonna go down. So not the best hand usage. Meanwhile, the Centaurs doing some stunning. But in fact, they could actually lose a tier 2 tower right here. And looks like Prophet's going to try to push and force a couple of TP scroll back. I think Weavers should stay back here and try to bring down this tower. Weaver and a couple other guys. All you really need is Puck to come back and defend. No, they're going to send back a lot of people to defend. Necrobook burning the mana of that CK now. He's going to be doing nothing, unfortunately. Uh-oh. Try to get that kill on the minion. That's 100 gold. 100 gold. Get it. Now, of course, when he killed that, he lost more than 100 gold if he could have just lasted creeps here. But hey, it's all good. CK was lasting there as well. No problem. Puck does have the Blink Dagger finish. Let's actually do an item check. I haven't done that for a long time. For Scourge, at least, I was checking heavily on Sentinel's item. So Lincoln's finished with 2.4k gold in the bank. I wonder if he's going to go Relic now. Relic is still going to be the best item choice. Or does he feel the need to get some big damage right now? Well, it seems like he is saving for Relic. Arcane Boot is finished with 700 gold in the bank. 800 gold for the CK. And then Blink Dagger and 1,000 gold here for our Puck. I think Puck's next item choice might actually be a Drums. Or should be a Drums in my opinion. Because, again, against a team with auras, it's probably better if you have auras yourself. And these team fights are getting a little bit chasey oriented. And Drums is just a good item. Increases stats on Puck himself. Give his teammate more DPS output. It's not bad. It's not bad. But it is finished on this Dragon Knight. And this Dragon Knight suddenly looks like unkillable. 1600 HP. You got the Vanguard. You got the Hood. He got the massive armor. 16 armor. You gotta keep in mind there's healing coming in from the Chen. Mega Hand of God. Holy Persuasion. And Voodoo Restoration if he did pick it up. I don't think he did. And there's a drum for quick movement speed as well. So I don't think this Dragon Knight is ever dying. And unless he gets 5-man gang, then that's a different story. Oh, looks like Lincoln's Sphere did block. So they're gonna fight for this tower. Oh, Tunka comes in. Are we gonna have a back shift? Time shift? No, he's gonna get chasing down. Dragon Tail being taken up, and the tower gets denied. Orange just disrespecting Mith-Trust right now. Mith-Trust is getting outplayed. Again, looking at the hero score counter, it's a little bit misleading. The game is not even at this point. It is very, very far from even, especially with that Weaver dying there. He was up to 3.2k probably after that or before that, but you know, down to 28 again. And then here comes the push. This might be the GG push, and I'm not sure whether Mith-Trust could defend this. Double Wildkin. Wildkin, by the way, toughness aura does stack with the Poseidon stuff aura, so the entire creep wave gets +5 armor. That's huge. Drums get popped and they're gonna go straight on the tower. You can see that DK says I could tank the tower, no problem. They're gonna tank the creep wave as well if you want me to. Yeah, gonna tank that tower, gonna go down. No team fight here. They're still waiting for the Weaver to come back here, but the Weaver unfortunately won't be coming back. That double tornado, it's just canceling the Blink Dagger of the Puck, preventing him jumping. Weaver's back. He can actually TP right now. Ancient Apparition Ice Blast comes in. There's a TP. A blast is gonna hit a couple of guys. Fissures gonna stun. They're gonna focus on the CK. I don't think this is gonna work. Kunga Bow is gonna be coming right in. Torrent. It's gonna hit. Where's the bow? Shaker's trying to run in for a epicenter. Oh, that's a big ultimate. Kill a lot of creeps. Unfortunately, not much LCK now in trouble. He's getting critted down. He's gonna go down here. Yeah, not enough tanking potential. Both carries here survive for the Sentinel squad, and the Rax push continues. I do believe Mith-Trust is gonna lose the Rax nonetheless, and now stun here on Kelsey. He's gonna try to chain stun. Chain stun is perfect here. Wow, nice chain stun from Orange, showing some high class play. And now Mith-Trust is going to lose the bot Rax, and they could actually lose the mid Rax as well, because Chen creeps, Furion's creeps, they are very, very tanky, and they could tank this tower like no tomorrow. DK could tank that as well, and I do believe This second Raxus would be going down. 45 seconds to the Weaver. And that was just one fell swoop with a push. Sentinel had a lot of pushing potential. Meanwhile, Scourge, not so much counter pushing potential. Tower's going to go down. Meanwhile, we have a teleport just go to the mid tower. Chen is taping back to provide that arcane boots and mega regen. Looks like that's a teleport from the Shaker, I think. No, yeah, Shaker didn't have Echo Slam, so wouldn't be the best teleport. Tornado being sent in again. These two tornadoes being so annoying. Looks like the range Rax is gonna go down. Uh-oh, CK in trouble. Half HP. The stuns are relentless. Endless amount of stuns. CK just walked in and just died. That's what's happened. We know Witch Doctor scaring everyone back by himself. Yep, Arcane Boots regen up. Mecha regen up. They have Earn as well. And the push continues. That's one fell swoop. One big push. 3 Raxes. Orange very nicely played. We're at a one-sided affair, but still very nicely to see Kunga and Witch Doctor making a good play back. Looks like this Dragon trying to do some damage, and it looks like yeah, the Kells, unfortunately, just no DPS output. In fact, they could pretty much ignore the Weaver. Weaver's like, oh, a P shooter, no problem. Rax is gonna be going down, and I think Kunga went for low darts. Yeah, indeed he did. Oh, last team fight. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out here. Weaver's gonna get chain sent. No, time lapse, no time. That's gonna just Akuchi out. Shaker's trying to do some work, but it's not gonna be enough. Kunga drops the bow just for the Coco Rum movement speed. Where you at, son? And that cleave in the base, man. Some big damage. Dragon form's like, yo, bro, big tank here. You know, Prophet's gonna live through that as well. The last Rax is gonna get brought down, and well played, yeah, GG. Game goes to Orange. Hopefully showing that the last match here versus Mith-Trust was just a fluke. This is the real deal, and they're winning a tournament. So that's you know, if you're an Orange fan, about time, right? About time for Orange to win a tournament when you have such good players. I don't think, yeah, where the hell is Yamate? Maybe that's why they won, because Yamate ain't playing today. And there was no end game screen because all the players left. So there you have it. A clean game here by Orange. They took the win, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, this is Luminous signing off to you guys.